So today we'll quickly walk through our framework, but with a big emphasis on the heuristic analysis. And then I'll show you how to create some custom segments in Google Analytics to analyze your test reports, just so you get the best and most complex understanding of the impact of your tests, and you'll be able to draw stronger, better conclusions. Then lastly, you will receive some handouts that you can use to create a funnel in Google Analytics in such a way that you can understand user drop-offs and generate high-impact tests without having to rely on that crappy funnel visualization tool. So I'll go ahead and share my screen right now and walk you through a website I randomly chose. So hopefully you like this one. Okay, so I chose this Meller brand. It's an e-com brand, of course. That's what we're talking about. They produce and so they manufacture and sell sunglasses and prescription glasses, which is a bit difficult maybe to tell from the first section of the website, but we'll get there. So we know that the website is mobile first, so most of the traffic is mobile. So we'll look at the mobile version. I know there's a tendency when you're working on a website that you're working from your desktop, you look at the desktop version. It's a bad habit that we all need to get rid of. So use the inspect tool in Chrome on your desktops, and then use your actual phones and use a tool like Browser Stack or cross-browser testing to test websites, because emulators can sometimes just not show you the actual image or website or anything like that. So we'll have a look at the homepage and the product page. We'll assume they're the biggest drop-off points. There's a lot of research that goes into conversion optimization. So I don't want you guys to think this is all you need to do and come up with the best testing hypothesis, but it is a great tool to come up with good, valuable insights and ideas to test. And also to, it will allow you to work on lower volume websites. So you don't need to have tons of volumes of traffic or transactions behind it to be able to identify some things that need to be improved or some things that can be done better. So the first step that we do, and I'll walk you through the exact thought process of doing a heuristic analysis in our agency. The first thing I want to do is just take a full page screenshot of the page I'm analyzing. I use this nifty tool here called Go Full Page. It's a Chrome extension. Again, do it with whatever tool works for you. You can do it on your phone with a full page screen capture or anything. But I just push this button here and then it scrolls through the entire page and does a full page screenshot, which I can then save as a PDF or as a PNG. I'll download it as a PNG, save it with this ridiculous long name on my desktop. And then I'll go to Figma, which is an amazing tool to use, especially for stuff like this when you just want to throw a lot of information in one place. You can use Figma, Miro, mockups of many things, basically. So just use whatever works best for you. But right now we're using a free version of this, so it doesn't involve any additional costs. And everything that I'm showing you can be free of charge, so no need to worry about that. Now, let's just choose a blank spot here and add our image. So I'll use place image. I'll select the latest screenshot I took, expand it a bit as much as possible, and then I'll copy these cards here and I'll explain the idea behind the cards. Just one thing, it's an interactive meeting, so it's a show and tell, but please feel free to raise your hand, ask stuff in the Q&A section there. So again, it's not a standard webinar in which I just go on and on about things that I know. I will go on and on, but also I'm here to answer your questions and to give you actual actionable knowledge and insights, so feel free to ask me anything. There's no such thing as a civic question, just lay it all there, and I'll do my best to answer if I can. If I can't, I promise I'll get back to you. So I've copied these pretty colored cards here. And the way we use them is as a sticky notes type of thing that we copy and then stick it wherever we have an insight. Yeah. So the heuristic analysis is based on a few criteria that we have here: relevancy, clarity, friction, distraction, motivation, incentive, and others. Now, whenever we spot something that, and you can, the way I do it is that I just go through every section of the page, analyze it, add my insight, move to the next section. Now, if you only want to look at elements of friction, then have something else with elements of distraction and so on and so forth. Again, you're free to adapt this process. But the first thing I see is that they have this colored banner, which definitely draws all the attention to it. But then I'm not really sure if especially if I'm a new user, this is the home page that I'm seeing on my mobile. If I'm a new user, I'll get to see this, and it's 2 times 1 glasses, code 8 years, minus 50% on watches. So it kind of gives me an idea that I can find glasses, not sure if prescription or sunglasses, and then watches here. But I feel that this section here is not relevant for users, especially if they're coming from an ad. They saw a nice pair of sunglasses that they clicked to get to, and then they get to the homepage here. Then they'll be a bit confused as to whether they're in the right place or not. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll copy this relevancy card here, and I'll start typing in my insights. Yeah. Such as announcement bar is not here into the offers. So what am I actually getting? Is it 2 pairs or 1? I don't know. So also is the 5th. I think there's just information overlapping there. So what I want to do is just add this insight here, which gives me an idea that, okay, I need to do something about that bar. And then I'll add this connector and just drag it here. Then I'll move on and say, okay, maybe this can also be, oops, make sure you copy, and I'll just drag. So then I want to have a look at this banner and say, okay, again, it's really not clear to me what I'm finding here. So value proposition is missing entirely in this case. What can I actually find on this website? And here maybe we come to the conclusion that we need to have personalized journeys and banners for new and returning users. Maybe returning users should see all the offers I have. Maybe a new user should see some information on the products that we sell, on the brand, what it's about. I mean, just differentiate this brand from all of the others selling sunglasses, and also just make me understand it, that you're selling sunglasses in the end, because I think that's also a problem. So the reason we have these color coded, and it's good to keep them to a specific structure, is that you can actually scroll through stuff and see, okay, I have 5 issues related to relevancy. I have 3 issues related to friction, 4 related to motivation. And then it helps you make more sense of, okay, what the problems are and what solutions do I need to come up with. So I'll go further and say, okay, this, does anyone know what's wrong with this? I mean, what would be an observation that we can have here? Something that we need to look further into? It's the banner, of course. There's a massive lack of contrast here. And we can fill it in, I mean, we can put it in the friction issue here, because lack of contrast leads to very poor usability. If only I could type. So lack of contrast, poor usability. Also, the CTA is not here on what the user can shop. Again, they were mentioning watches, glasses. Now, I don't exactly know if I can shop for the glasses or the scarf and matching top. Maybe I'm interested in that. So again, it's something that they need to address. We'll address it in our optimization program. Let me clean this up a bit like this. Okay. Same thing goes for men banner. And then again, just related to this, I think related to clarity again. And move this here. And just connected to the two banners is I think the product, the range of products can be shown in a much better way, because right now it's very limiting to the women's sunglasses, we think, and men's sunglasses, but actually they have many other products on the website. So showcase the entire range of products in such a way that users actually understand what they can shop for. This leads to an increased perceived. I mean, this would lead to an increased perceived value. Yeah? Again, we're just making insights, comments. These are not the testing hypotheses. They're just the insights that we have. And you go like this through the entire page. You can see we have examples here for the home page and then for the product page as well. So we're going through the product page. We can see some issues. The hero section is very blank and not, it doesn't communicate any value right now. So I don't know of any reviews. I don't know exactly what product I'm looking at. I mean, a bit of a description of the product. I can't see the glasses being worn by someone. So it's very limiting in terms of my experience, my shopping experience. If I would go into an actual store, I could try them on, just look 360 at them, do all sorts of things, which right now I can't do. So again, very, very important to add the information that users might need.